Right, we're live. Yes. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna look at what is this? All right, moment. This must be off. Okay, my small mistake here, but I think like maybe I can mute this. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay, I mute this too. A little preparation. Right. So when we're off to go, I think yes. Okay. Right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, we start from this position, the Saavedra position in the rook endings. White is going to this promotion square c8. If he succeeds, he will be successful. But okay, but white to move. And what's going on here? Okay, white will push his pawn and hopefully promote this to a queen and win this game. Okay, black wants to prevent this, of course, and well, he has no productive way of preventing this, so he can only give him checks. So it's one check, and okay, if the king goes up, the task will be very easy, and this is an easy draw because, well, you just take the pawn and it's draw. So white must try to come up with something else. If he plays, for example, king up to or down to c5, then black has the very strong rook d1, and he can give him an x-ray. If you now if you now promote to queen, you simply play rook c1. So that's not possible. So king c5 is a mistake. What can you do? Well, you can play king b5. Black has no useful move except for a check, so he plays this check again. And white plays king b4. Then black plays rook d4. And white king b3. And rook d3. And you think it's all over now because white has the good move king c2. But that's not the whole story, because black is a very clever move, because it plays the move rook d4, very strong move. As it turns out, it's just not enough for the win, but very close, because if you now promote to queen, then that was the whole purpose of black's move. Then black has the very cheeky rook c4 check. White must take this, otherwise he's a queen down, so queen d4 and stalemate. Very clever move. So you think this is the end, but white has a very strong move here, and the only winning move here is he does not promote to queen but to a rook. So if you now have the same move, if you do it like this is not stalemate, it's mate in the next move. But okay, is it enough for the win? Well, white threatens mate here, so you must prevent this. Rook a4, and then you have the last move, and then king b3 saves the day for white. Now he has another amazing threat here. This time c1 is checkmate, and it's like a double attack. You also threaten to take the rook at a1. It's a very nice problem that is to be solved here. King b3, and it is the end. Black cannot prevent losing the rook. So from the top, from this position, c7, rook d6, king goes down to b5, exclamation mark. Then you give checks with black because there's no other move. King c2, and you think it's all over, but black has the whole one last resource. Rook d4. If queen, then this stalemate. As it turns out, white can promote to rook, very surprisingly, threaten mate, and if you prevent this, there is king b3, and it's curtains for black. Okay, let's see if we have another rook ending in store. I like this very much. Remarkable. There's also a story behind it. You have to look this up on internet, how this is come about, this problem. But okay, let's see if we have another one in store. Ah, right. Another rook ending. The rook this time is trying to promote on the a1 square, and white to move. He can win this game, and actually only one move is enough if you have the right strategy plan to if you see this, then well, you're victorious. Okay, what is the correct move here? I'll show you. The correct move is rook g5. You're cutting the black king from the defense of the pawn. You cannot help support the pawn e5. Let's say if you if you push your pawn anyway, you can just wait to get your king closer, and if it's on a3, then you can attack it, and you see the black king is too far away to support this pawn. Simply a2 then, and it's all over. Okay, fairly simple, But well, you have to see this cutting off of the king on the fifth row. That's enough. It's enough for winning. Okay. Next is that was aha. Okay. Just now here it is not white to move, but black to move. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Suppose black goes king b5, and now you're cutting the king on the fourth rank. Now this is not efficient sufficient enough for the victory. This is a draw by good play. And let's see, a possible continuation is a4, king g7, a3, king f6, a2, and well, you have to prevent promotion, so rook g1, king a4, rook a1, king a3, and well, it can easily be seen this is clearly a draw. Okay, so cutting off the king on the fourth is not enough. You must do it on the fifth row. This is the conclusion of these last two examples. Okay, let's see if we have more. Okay, this time it is white to move. Black is a very powerful pawn here. Next move is promotion. And what can you do? And if you look at the position, there is not much you can do. This is only a draw. If you check here, rook h2, well, you can even play king b1. We look at that later because this is a very nice drawing sequence. King c1 is another possibility. Then king c3 with mate threats. If you queen here, it's mate. And if you promote to knight, that's not sufficient. For the victory for white, this is well, this is sufficient for black for draw. King d3, knight a3, rook a2, and now the king and knight must be always close together. If the knight goes on a journey, then you have troubles with black. There's a possibility you lose it and you have mating threats, and it's very dangerous for black. So it's the drawing move is knight b1, and white cannot make any progress. Okay, I show you another drawing sequence. This was with king c1, but I like also king b1 is maybe even more beautiful. White plays, for example, king b3, and then we have a very nice subtle move, king a1, and it is a draw because, well, you threatened queening the pawn, of course, and if you take it, rook takes b2, it's a stalemate. Very painful for a white, but also very beautiful stalemate from the point of view of black, of course. So in conclusion, this position should be a draw for black if he plays correctly. Let's see if we have another move, another position, excuse me. Right, and then we have a pawn. Okay. White to move in this position. What is this? Is this a draw? Is this a win for white? Okay, we have a look at this. We play. The only way to win here in this position is to have mating threads, and you can only have mating threads in the position when the king is close. So we play first king c4, a2, king b3, and like in the last example, if we have queen here, it is checkmate. Very nice. But we do not queen, of course. Here we promote to knight with check, but like in the last example, the knight could jump away. In this example, all these squares are taken and black is in Zugzwang. There's no good moves. King moves, you have an immediate mate, and well, the knight also does not have squares. Well, both can be taken, and mate will follow. So, in conclusion, if the king is close and you have a pawn, there are some mating threads that will bring you the victory for white. Let's see if we have more. Okay, I will continue for only a few minutes more, like 10, 15 maybe, because we have also a very interesting tournaments, and I'm about to follow that as well, the Norway chess tournament. Very excited about it. I want to see if Magnus Carlsen has possibilities for getting more points than he has right now. I think he's a half of 4 points. It's a disaster. Anyway, the next position is oh yes, we have the a pawn is about to queen or get a knight, and now we have an extra pawn, and as it turns out, this does not make any difference. Well, except if you play king takes b5, then a2 is a draw because the king is too far away from the mating threads. The king must be in b3 or have these mating threads possibilities, and now it's too far. So we do not take the pawn, we play king b4. And this is the winning move because black plays a2, and we can play king b3, and we have these mating threads again. Very hard to do something about this with black. You can only play, well, you can try this promotion to knight with check, king c3, and we have the same problem as in the last position I showed you. But now we have an extra pawn, so we have to play this one for maybe wiggle out of this situation. b4 check, and the king can take it. Now the knight has a extra square, so he tries to make use of this. Knight c2 check, king c3, but black is still in big problems. Okay, now for example, now the knight is under attack, of course. So if you move the knight, for example, to e3, okay, this is the knight to a3 is even worse. King b3, and well, you lose the knight or you will be checkmated immediately. So this is no solution. So you try to play excuse me, knight a3. This is a little bit more difficult. This is far more difficult because, well, you have to make a very unusual maneuver. And well, I don't think I would have solved this behind the board. But as it turns out, you can play here rook h4. Incredible difficult move to spot. And to be frank, I don't understand this fully. Let's see. Okay, I follow now the line of the Dvoretsky book. He gives king a2. Then you give check. King b1, and well, this is what it's all about. So now the rook attacks the knight and maybe also the e1 square. Okay, well, first to move the knight, of course. Knight f5, rook e5, knight d6, and well, I told you in the positions before, then you have a king and knight. You have to be close together, and now we're gonna see what are the problems when they are separated. So now we can play king b3 with its mating threat, of course. So you have to play king c1, give a check, rook c5, rook b1, and the winning move is here, like double attack, rook d5 with attacking the knight, and at the same time d1, which is made in one move. So this is very horrible. Yeah, I see in the chat here that the rescue is quite challenging. Yeah, I think this last example is very difficult, at least for me. I take it from the top here because this is the end of the line, of course. There's no, yeah, it's over here. Okay, curtains for black here. Okay, for me it's logical now if I see the last examples that you cannot take b5 because of a2, and well, this is very easy to calculate, of course. And so the only opportunity to make something of this position is king b4. This is logical for me. a2, king b3, and this queening here is impossible of mate in 1. So okay, this is very obvious. King c3, and now the extra pawn here causes some more difficulty for white to convert this into a win. Yeah, king b4, and then the knight goes walking, and then so from my knowledge now of the Dvoretsky, he says if the knight and the king are separated, you get winning opportunities. But okay, the line he gives is not also clear to me. But okay, knight e3. Okay, rook h4 is very difficult for me to find. I'm not sure. I don't understand this exactly. This is high. I have to look more closely into this position if I yeah, if I ever will understand this. Okay, we leave it at this for now, and we go to the next example. Okay, what is this? White to move. Okay, is it true? No. Black to move. Okay, this is my notations are very. I made a mistake here, but apparently black is to move. Yeah, take the Dvoretsky book. Let's see. Yes, indeed, black to move here in this position. So we saw that there are with a pawn on the edge. I don't know how you say this in English. The edge pawn. I don't know. The rook pawn, I think. There are some mating threats available for white. Okay, what must black play here in this position to secure the draw? That is the question, and we're gonna try to figure this position out. Okay, the first move that will not win, will lose, is the immediate a2. This loses on the spot, but okay, we have to figure out why. Important. Okay, let's first start with a check. King a3, and now the exclamation mark move is king to c2. And okay, if we queen, all is very simple. Then we have a checkmate. Oh no, we have another checkmate, but we win the queen and we win, of course. So we have to promote to knight check, king c3, king a2, and a very cute move, rook b7, and black again is in Zugzwang. The knight has these two squares, but it cannot jump there because it will be taken. The king cannot move, it can only move to a3, but then it will be checkmate with rook a7. So this is a very nice line. We'll go back. So a2 loses immediately for this reason. Okay, I can understand this. Then we try king b2, and we give the check again. Okay, I see I have in my notations here there's also another line that goes with this check, h2. Aha, okay, this is also draw, but then black has to play king b3. Very surprisingly, back. Why is this? because king b1, king c3. Yes, we have this mating. Yeah, we are familiar with this, and then it will be this. This is not sufficient for the win, of course, because we have this mating threats. So therefore, king b3 will be enough for a draw. Okay, we go back, but if you play rook b8, black has to find another drawing move. Also not so easy. First, we're going to look at a move that loses. King a1, that is a losing move because of king c3, king a2, and rook a8. Again, a two-swung position. You will lose a pawn or get mated very soon. So king a1 loses. King a2 is more or less the same. King c3, king a1, rook a8, a2, and you have more than one good move here. For example, rook f8, and with a small threat on f1, you cannot do anything about it anymore. This is checkmate. Okay. That leaves us with the only drawing move in this position is king c1. And why is this a draw? Because of rook a8. King b2. And for example, king d2, a2, rook b8, and the drawing move here which ends this line is king a1 exclamation mark, and black puts himself in a stalemate position. Very nice. And white cannot make any progress here. Very good thing to know, how to make a draw in this position. Okay, this was the last example. I give more examples in the future. For now, I will be following the Norwegian chess tournaments. I'm very excited to follow this and hope that Magnus Carlsen will finally score some points and maybe get in the top of the tournament. Okay, for now, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.